We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's got room. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 35-yard line. A big play there out of the running game.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. 4 yards remain for second down. On play action, Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Mostert a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. On first down, Branch. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone, looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. On the return is Ward. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know the thought process?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check it out, Shut. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on 1st down. Branch, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Lance now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 1st down, Lance eluding the pressure right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over to the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
21-0 our score after one. Lance going to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He sets to fire deep, but his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Diamador Lenore, and the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. Throwing on first down is Lance. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flush to his right. This throw nearly intercepted. Oh, the big D lineman almost had it. But third down coming up.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Miami.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to haul it in is Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 55.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That escapes the sack. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Lance now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
Touchdown! Tutu Atwell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Takes it at the 7.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Diamador Lenore.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack. Lance, this one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Still going. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here's Lance.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
So this one, Charles, it's only the 3rd quarter, but they appear to be well on their way to victory.
I would say so, because a 1-score lead you don't even count, but a 2-score lead you know can evaporate in an instant. 3 scores, feeling good, but you know it's not over yet. But now, they've got a 4-score cushion. I think you can feel pretty confident in the fact this is going to go your way.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On 2nd down now. Branch. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 183 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And this one caught by Max Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Running the counter with Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Mostert is in. Touchdown, 49ers. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on 1st down. Officially a gain of 5.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And my goodness, another interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Check. 42's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. It's complete to Fuller. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the 49ers, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.